and I need to make more business cards, and I need to write my letter to the people who find it.
Yeah, that was the hard part for me, is figuring out what to put in with the toy that I packaged. You know,
Right.
I wanted to do it a little bit personal, you know, but I didn't want to get carried away either. So, so I had a Spider-Man, and I put in the old lyrics for the 1967 series that I used to watch when I was a kid. And then I put a business card in there and just wrote on the back of it, you know, that I put those lyrics in there and that I love Spider-Man, and I just wanted to share it and let me know if you found it, you know.
So, yeah, we're going to document the Quarantine's Nod project and put it on top of this phone booth, and I'm going to take some black and white film photos of the turtle on top of it. And
we'll get
Polaroids, yeah.
It'll be cool.
All sorts of stuff.
And we'll document how long it lasts, and then when it disappears, and
how it fares to fucking Portland's weather.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see
how well Christopher weatherproofs it.
It'll be great. It'll be great fun.
Yeah.
I think that's a sweet idea. I like it.
What else we got?
I have tarot cards.
Oh, yeah. We made a pact. We're going to make each other tarot cards.
And we haven't set up any guidelines as far as like...
No, we all have to do our own research, and you pretty much, like, I found the Italian deck that I like, that I'm kind of copying their ideas and like their symbolisms, and yeah, like I've been doing a little bit of research. And
well, the reason why we decided to do that was because we were talking about tarot cards.
Okay, yeah.
And you're not supposed to go buy your own or make your own.
They're supposed to
be given it to you. And so we all were like, man, I'd love to have a deck. I don't know, it was just some fun idea.
We thought that maybe I could like make my own deck to like get around having, because I don't know anybody that's like gonna not even buy me, like would bestow upon me, like for any reason. I don't know anybody that would do that, give me tarot cards. So I'm just like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's something that I would be interested. I just read a book from Paul O'Brien. He's a local author, and I'm actually, the next time I see him, I'm gonna ask him if we can get an interview with him, talk to him about his book, but it's about divination, and I'm interested in tarot cards and in the I Ching and whatnot. So that's kind of the reason. Christopher and his ex used to do tarot cards.
I think that's so cool.
We gave each other a set, and we didn't make them. We went out and got them, but I took my set, and I was living in Inglewood at the time, and there was a construction site down the road, and they were modeling a little restaurant, and beside the restaurant there was a signpost, and in that signpost there was a hole, and I put that deck of tarot cards in that hole, and I went by like a week later and it was gone, so I don't know who ended up with that deck. But I always wondered, I've always wondered about that deck, because it's a fascinating thing. I mean, tarot cards, I know there's a lot of people that are like, ooh, you can't go into that, witchcraft and bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. It's
Black
fun.
Magic.
It's fun, and it's not gonna tell you, whether
God
you're gonna die next week or not.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see the connections.
It's a way to use your own intuition into your current situation in life. Is the way, at least Paul O'Brien was explaining in his book. I would definitely recommend reading it if you're interested in divination of any sort. It talks about like 4 or 5 different kinds of divination. Like, it's not a how-to book. It's more of I don't know. He explains why it works and the psychology behind it and whatnot.
I haven't looked at it yet. I have it on my floor by my bed, but
he's gonna take a look through it before we do the interview.
Oh, for sure.
So by the time I book the interview, hopefully we'll have, we'll know. So Brittany, how did we meet?
Through a friend, I think.
Yeah.
I went to the same art school as you.
What were you doing in art school?
I was doing media and film because I wanted to do something along the lines of like writing, like screenwriting and stuff like that. But then I got more sort of interested in like documenting stuff, like documentaries.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But then like life happened and stuff got a little crazy. So I had to stop going to school for a while.
Are you still interested in doing documentaries?
I'm interested in them in a sense, but it's not like my passion anymore. I think my passion still like is in the lines of writing. That's something I've always loved to do. I've been doing it since I was like 10 years old.
What kind of writing?
Are you still writing on a regular basis?
I'm trying to get more into it. That's what I'm trying to do for 2015 is like write a journal. Like at least write every single day just a little something.
Do you read?
I do read a lot. I'm reading Fear and Loathing again.
Yeah.
I love that book. It's really good. It's really well written.
What kind of writing do you like to do?
Just more like screenwriting.
Okay.
Like dialogue. I like to write a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That and like narratives, like novels. I've always tried to like write my own book when I was younger, but
it's really hard.
it is hard. It's hard to create a story.
I had half of a book written one time, and my computer crashed.
There's a book.
I was watching too much porn, and I got a virus, and I deserved it. No, I didn't. I didn't deserve it. Porn isn't bad. I thought I deserved it. I thought I was a Christian at the time, and I felt guilty about shit that I didn't think was really that bad.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's a really good book called The Art of Dramatic Writing. That I have it upstairs. The guy's name is really hard to pronounce, but it talks about the structure of story and how to sort of you kind of prelude where you're going and how you set up, like you have to have like these points at which major things happen.
Yeah, you need little events.
So I've done a little bit of writing. It's fun. I love that.
It is fun.
I've written
Once you
a couple
get in like
of
a flow
screenplays.
of things, it can be a lot of fun.
Screenplays are a lot of fun because
They are.
they're really formulaic.
Mm-hmm.
So once you figure out the formula, you just plug the little scenes in, and they can be fun to. I mean, they're a lot of work. I'm not saying that they're easy to write by any means.
It's hard to write anything that's like comedic too when you're by yourself. Like that's impossible because you don't know if it's funny or not.
I think all the great comedy movies are the script is sort of laid out, and then these comic actors kind of take over on the set, and the thing becomes hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's a collaboration of everything.
But you got to get the whole story set up so that these guys can play, right? So holidays are coming up, Christmas, and you guys are going.
Next year is when we're doing we need to do the tarot cards by Christmas next year.
Oh yeah, we made a commitment. We have a pack.
There's like, it depends on what deck you're gonna use.
Oh, that's right.
There's like little tiny variations. Some decks use some cards that others don't.
That'll be interesting.
But for me, I'm looking at it like this is a once. I mean, we could do it over and over again, but this is like a one-time thing, and this thing that I'm working on, I don't know if I'll ever make another set of tarot cards ever again, and I hope that the one I give to whoever gets them is something that they precious, that they treasure, for the rest of their life. So I'm gonna.
Are we picking who, or are we just gonna kind of draw names?
I was thinking, kind of what my family did. For like white elephant gifts was you put them in a bunch and then you draw straws, and whoever has the shortest straw goes first.
Oh, okay.
Or you draw numbers. You draw numbers, and so the first person goes and opens it, and then second person opens the next one, and then hopefully the last person doesn't get their own.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it can't happen, right? Because if the first person doesn't take their own and the second person doesn't take their own, then the third person knows
Doesn't take
which
their own.
one's
But-
not their own.
But the
and the last person ends
the
up
first three could technically choose each other's. They like I could choose Brittany's, Robert could choose mine, and Brittany could choose Robert's, and then you would be last and stuck with your own. I think that would be the way.
Oh,
that
well, when you're down to the last two, then it's got to be
Yeah.
you just
Yeah,
whoever.
be like, all right, that one's
Yeah.
mine. So
if
you
one
get
of
that
those
one,
two,
buddy.
if one of those two is
Yeah.
mine, then
Let's
the
just
other
do
person